for this thing. All you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow pull this thing. All you bitches best to know my name. Nobody you hoes, I'm coming from South Park. Catch you after dark, I'ma spit your fucking chest apart. Follow
Meantime, to the other news tonight, and we have learned that 8 migrants who entered the U.S. illegally across the Mexico border have now been detained tonight, suspected of having ties to ISIS. Here's Aaron Katursky.
Tonight, 8 migrants from Central Asia who entered the United States illegally through the southern border are in federal custody over suspected ties to the terror group ISIS. The individuals from the former Soviet Republic of Tajikistan came to the U.S. since the end of last year. They were vetted at the time. Law enforcement sources told ABC News authorities then uncovered information raising suspicions about possible affiliations with ISIS. At least some of the individuals were monitored, and eventually all were detained in New York, Los Angeles, and Philadelphia. The FBI has specifically warned Islamist radicals might try to access the United States from the Mexican border.
There is a particular network where some of the overseas facilitators of the smuggling network have ISIS ties that we're very concerned about.
Earlier this year, Russia arrested migrants from Tajikistan in connection with an attack on a concert hall outside Moscow that killed scores of people. While there's not enough information to charge these 8 Tajik migrants, David, we're told they're now likely to be deported. David?
Aaron Katursky with us tonight. Aaron, thank you. In the
threat to our Hotep, especially when the Hotep got the goddess mask off. He's working his ass off, trying to tell y'all goofy dudes what they planning. It's Hotep, Hotep. Hope you motherfuckers understand. It's Hotep.
What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Happy Thursday. Happy Hotep Thursday. Welcome to the after party. I am Cannon Hotep. Give yourselves a round of applause because you could be anywhere right now, but you're hanging out with me, and I really do appreciate it. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Please share the stream, guys. Let people know we live. If you're catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I could use that constructive criticism, guys. You want to donate to the channel? Please donate to the channel. I don't care if you give me 50 cents, $1, $2, $5, a rib. $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. $ Cannon Hotep on Cash App. Super chats, rumble rants, always welcome. We can't just keep supporting the white girl that's saying nigga. You know, we got to support real niggas. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Oh boy. Hope you guys had a wonderful day out there today. It was a nice day here in Maryland. Nice day here in Maryland, you know. Wish I could say the same for Florida. Florida got their ass whooped. Florida got their ass whooped. That man-made storm. That man-made storm wore Florida ass out. I agree with HJ. The United States knew that that the man from Moscow was about to pull up on them, right? You knew the man from Moscow was about to pull up, so they pulled out that weather machine. They hit that weather machine. It's like, you know, it's like a Uno reverse. It was a Uno reverse. They was like, you know what? Come on, we're gonna give you some of this bad weather too. Oh my goodness gracious, yo. It's good to see some people I ain't seen in a while. Zan Tovin, what's the deal? Phil knows best. What's up? What's up, Emmanuel? Jackson Schofield in the building. BA in the building. Oh man. Anyway, see, I saw what I just put out there. The news brief from ABC World News. I was talking about it earlier today on the stream too. Now it's all starting to make sense why they want to shut the border down. It's all making sense why they want to shut the border down. What's going on, Brody McFarland in the building? What's going on, brother? It ain't because, oh, we got to get a handle on this immigration system. That ain't what it is, right? It's like, oh shit, things about to get real. Russia done pulled up. We done stopped 8 ISIS agents at the border, and who knows how many already got through, right? Who knows? That's 8 that they told us about. How many other ones got through? You know what I mean? You know, we gotta get a handle on that before some shit go down that we don't want, you know what I mean, to go down. You feel me? That's what that's about. I don't care what nobody say, you know. But all in the same token, is 2 birds, 1 stone. 2 birds, 1 stone. You know what I mean? Let's go shut the border down, make ourselves look good in the public eye that we're trying to do something about immigration. At the same time, let's cover our ass. Let's cover our ass and hope that shit don't come back to bite us. That's what it seemed like to me. Desmond Lighton, what's the deal? Yeah, I'm from Baltimore, yo. I'm from Baltimore. The kamikaze storm? Oh, Lord. Yo, YV, go ahead, Joe. Man, oh man, oh man. Oh my gosh, yo. You can't make this shit up, yo. There's so much chaos going on in the world right now. So much chaos going on here. You know what I mean? Russia done pulled up, and and I get it. They do their war drills. They go because Cuba is like a Soviet country or whatever, you know, or they're you know, they in lockstep with Russia or whatever. I got you. But that's when you do some diabolical shit. Is when people think, oh, they do it all the time, it's nothing to worry about. And then boom, they give you something to worry about. Because let's not forget what just happened. Let's not forget what just happened. Let's not forget that not only have we been supplying Ukraine with weapons for the whole entire conflict. Let's not pretend we weren't doing that. Tanks and javelins and shit like that, right? We just gave Ukraine some rockets to rain down on Moscow and other parts of Russia, right? That's what we just did. Putin ain't take too kindly to that. He already warned us a couple of times. I feel like we're on our second real strike, and he just setting up for us to go and hit the trifecta. So he showed up with his show, you know, he's showing his force. He got a nuclear sub sitting 60 miles off the coast of Florida. I don't know if it's armed. But you don't come to a, you don't come to a gunfight without your gun. Just gonna say that. Not to mention the hypersonic missiles that we can't stop. All I know is I live in Baltimore, and I'm like, shit, I'm too close to DC. If he hit DC, I'm cooked. We cooked. I might as well just go ahead and just get ready to go see the Lord. I might as well get ready to go ahead and see the Lord, man. Anyway, guys, just keep your head on the swivel with that one. I don't know what's going on with this. It's so much shit going on. We got Israel and Palestine, right? We got Israel and Hamas. That shit going on in the Gaza Strip. That's sketchy because we got soldiers there. We got Taiwan and China. People forgetting about that conflict that we trying to get in, and we sitting there trying to help. Got that. We got these stupid protesters, and I'm gonna show you that in a minute. In New York and California doing dumb shit. That's got me feeling like they're gonna start doing some dumb kamikaze shit. And then we got Russia knocking at our front door like, yo, come outside. Let me talk to you for a minute. Guys, just be prepared. Be prepared, get your food, you know the spiel. Get your food, get your first aid and your water and your guns. Get everything you need for the long haul. If you don't need it, then you don't need it, and you just got it just in case you need it further on down the line. Maybe you get hit like Florida just got hit with a weather machine, and now you can't go to the Piggly Wiggly to get you some steaks. Best believe that standing water in Florida, I don't think it receded that fast. There's people that can't get to the store. I'm sure it's people with power outages and some more stuff that's stranded that, they ain't ready. It don't always have to be a lights out situation to be prepared, you guys, but given the volatile times that we're in right now, I'm afraid some shit gonna happen over the weekend. I hope not. It's just my paranoia. I hope it's just my paranoia. But, I digress. In other news, oh man, I got Fifth Circuit Court in Texas, if I'm not mistaken. Judge O'Connor vacated the pistol brace / short barrel rifle case. He vacated it permanently. I'm gonna hit with Don DeMarco. For those of you who don't know, this is a pistol brace. Okay, the ATF was trying to make it illegal to have this, even though they said it was legal to have. Again, I'm gonna say this again. The ATF tried to make this illegal to have retroactively after they said it was legal to have. So all of us was taking these pistol braces off, running buffer tubes, looking real naked. That was just to show you I ain't shit on my wall fake. Ain't no green screen back there. That's what it is. You know what I mean? That's what it is. But they vacated that. Now before, if he was a firearms policy member, which I am, and Gun Owners of America, which I am, you could keep your braces on. But I took them off in solidarity with my people. Then they put a stay on it so that I could put them back on. So I put them back on. Now they just completely vacated it. Boom, we good. They can't do shit about it. Next, they just need to get rid of the whole SBR and the NFA period. And they need to take it a step further than that and just get rid of the ATF altogether. Get rid of the ATF altogether. Shall not be infringed shall not be infringed. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're a felon. You're a felon, you still got gun rights. Just because you're a felon does not mean that you that they can circumvent your right to self-preservation. Doesn't mean that you forfeit your right to self-preservation. You don't. Period. That's how I see it. But I digress. I'm a 2A absolutist. Just like I think if the police got it, I should be able to have it. If the military got it, I should be able to have it. Same with anybody else. You serve your time, you did your bid, you should be able to get all your rights back, actually. That's just how I see it. Unless you're a pedophile, then you just need to have your lights out. Pedophiles should just get their lights turned out. but I digress. Come on, man. I'm the most Baltimore thing on YouTube. There you go. Yeah, we started the whole shit in 2024. You talking about back when we installed our puppet? We installed our puppet when in 2014 when what's it called, yo? I can't think of what it's called no more. I've been talked about it so much now I don't remember the part of Ukraine that they was like, oh, they took whatever when they, it was, they had a vote and they were like, no, we want to be with Russia. Not to mention Russia's whole navy is right there. I forgot what it's called. Somebody remind me in the chat what it's called. The little peninsula or whatever where they had a vote. And most of the eastern bloc of Ukraine considers themselves Russian. So technically Russia was coming up the eastern bloc and it was like, yeah, we with y'all, let's roll. Oh, they done took the east. No, they didn't take shit. They didn't take shit. The Donbass reason, thank you. But what's the other part? Crimea. Thank you, that's what it was. Crimea. Yep. Crimea. They took Crimea River. They had a vote, and then people was like, no, we consider ourselves Russian. Because let's not forget, the Ukraine was Little Russia at one point. And what Belarus mean? The Ukraine was a part of Russia at one point. There's a whole, I went through the whole history about it when this whole conflict started. You want to see that? Go back on my channel and check it out. You'll see it. You'll see it. Thumbnails. I try to make my thumbnails so you know what's what. Thumbnails give it away. But that's just what it is. In 2024, you're right. That's when all this shit started off. It's all on us. Period. But we're looking for a forever war. This war ain't meant to be won. It's meant to be drug out. That's what it is. You better hope that the man from Moscow don't throw a wrench in the game. No, that's not. I mean, I don't know if it's the first time they've done drills. I know that they've been to, they've traveled to Cuba. I don't know if they did drills and shit out there. I don't know. I feel like if they were doing drills out in the middle of that back Florida, it would have been a big deal in the news. But I don't know. All I know is the first time me hearing that they were doing drills. And even if they did do drills out there by Cuba in the past, okay. But when we just supplied the weapons that the other country just used to attack Russia, and then Putin puts out a statement like, yo, you wouldn't like it if we gave weapons to a country that don't like you for them to attack you? What if we did that? And then he shows up, or his navy shows up. That's cause for alarm to me. That is cause for alarm to me. You think things gonna pop off after the NATO summit? It's a possibility. It's a possibility. Ooh, Daisy Girl with a good take. Putin pulling up week of Hunter trial was gangster. It was. And it was a good smoke screen too, because ain't nobody talk about that shit. They just starting to talk about it today for real. They just starting to talk about it today. I got wind of it, I think Friday, and then I said something on Monday, and I said something on Tuesday, and I said something on Wednesday, and I'm saying something today. But your mainstream media, they've been trying to not say nothing. Now they starting to say something. Kind of hard to not see if they doing fucking drills and launching missiles. They only 60 miles off the coast. Here come Jay with his late ass. CP Tom Jay, what's going on, Jay? You muted, brother.
Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's good with the Cannon Hotep? Salute to the Hotep Nation. What's good with it?
No, we just talking about your boy from Moscow again. Your man from Moscow pulling up.
Yeah, Yeah, Putin pulling up.
You know, because like like they out there doing joint drills with Cuba, which tells me that they exchanging some shit.
Yeah,
that tell me that they out there exchanging weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Could you imagine a hypersonic missile getting launched from Cuba after Russia leaves?
They got the meeting of the minds out there, don't they?
Minds.
And here we got mush brains for president over here.
He out there wandering around chasing butterflies in the middle of the G7 summit.
Was he paused earlier and he was like this, just like
yo, he in that dope fiend. He in that dope mod, yo. He in that dope mod.
Man is not there.
He in that dope mod, yo.
And the jacked up thing is we got Cuban Missile Crisis Part 2, and the mainstream media is still running cover for the man.
Yo, he just started walking off and clapping in the corner. I mean, I see some people over there, but I don't know if that's the main area he's supposed to be at. He had to have his handler come and get him, like, this way, sir. This way, you're in the wrong direction. He clapping like he fucking dusting off his hands from some tasty cakes or something.
Man, you could not put that man in charge of anything, not a donut shop, not a lemonade stand, nothing that he wouldn't screw up.
No, what I tell y'all, I said he was gonna get to that I told y'all he was gonna get to that G7 summit, take a nap. He wasn't gonna be able to meet with nobody. He just there. He's
not running anything. It's his handlers and his other upper tier people that are running the stuff. He is out to lunch.
I said he is a straight space cadet. But this is the thing, right? I think even the people at the G7 summit know that he ain't running shit, and it's the real person that's really running things is there behind the scenes, doing the meetings behind the scenes. You know what I mean? That's my opinion. That's what I think.
Right.
I think Barry O out there.
Oh,
I think Barry O out there behind the scenes.
There was some of the people that were in charge of different stuff back in the day, like Brennan and some other people. They could all be still
come on,
continuation of government type.
They're never retired, bro. They're never retired. It's only in the public eye. Look at him. He just
gonna be all right.
Oh, it's a ladybug over there. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna say that whatever they are, parachuters. What are they, para soldiers? I don't know what they're called. Okay, I'm not in the military. I don't know if it was someone over there where he was who he's thumbs up, and I see that guy right there on the floor. You know, maybe she trying to get him for a photo out, but then he was stuck for a minute. Watch how slow it take him to put his glasses on. Look. Yo, you could tell he's on something. He is on some kind of sedative, so his like Alzheimer's don't kick in. Like he's on something. Look at Trudeau. I didn't even notice Trudeau was there. Look at him. Trudeau looked like he in transition, don't he?
They got Rishi with them. Rishi Sunak. There's Rishi.
Sure,
Rishi is right up next to him. Oh my gosh, with the glasses on. It's just a character. We live in an alternative dimension where this dude became president. There's just no way in the world on any timeline that this man could possibly be the president of the United States.
Yo, like it's like he was putting his glasses on. Like, oh, wait. What am I doing again? Where am I at again? Like he's struggling. It's elder abuse, man.
Right.
It's literally blood in, blood out in politics. It's blood in, blood out in politics, Jay.
In a real Earth scenario, this would be fodder nightly for the Saturday Night Live and all of the other. They'd never, when every other president was as gaff friendly as this clown is, they went off on them. But they all have been given the instructions to run cover for him, give him bail.
They've been given orders to stand down and stand by.
Stand down and stand by. All those bozos, Jimmy Kimmel.
It's okay for Saturday Night Live to be funny again for right now.
Saturday Night Live has to they're on a pause.
Man. Yeah, they
didn't do any of that for Bill. They made fun of Bill Clinton. They made fun of Jimmy Carter, Gerald Ford. They have no jokes to get off on poopy pants over here.
Emmanuel said, "Can't we send Kamala to suck up democracy?" Here he go. She's a good, wholesome, good clean girl. Good clean girl, Emmanuel. What's up, Montoya in the building? Bro, this is crazy, bro. It's so much going on. This is the time. If you were going to attack America, this is the time to attack America. This is the time.
While we're out chasing butterflies.
Why were y'all chasing butterflies? Could you imagine, like, you got Russian warships off the coast of Florida. I'm sure that's right. Putin ain't get invited to the G7, so he chilling. Got a Cuban cigar in his mouth over there in Cuba. He might have flew out there, you know, just looking at the nonsense. Like, this is crazy to me, man. This is crazy. You know what? They playing it right. We got a dummy in office, and we can just use him up, and it's gonna be like, don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. It's gonna be don't tell mom the babysitter's dead. Remember that movie?
Yeah, they remade it.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah, it came out a few days ago. I was gonna check it out.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
They race swapped it. They kept the old lady white, but they race swapped everyone else.
Oh. They gonna stuff his ass in the closet, and they just proceeding with business as usual. And we just under the illusion that there's a guardian in the White House. This is nuts. Oh my gosh, yo. Nobody has faith in the United States right now. Not even the citizens of the United States have faith in the United States, bro. That's the crazy part. And you know what? I don't blame them. I don't have any faith in the United States. Like, none. I don't have none. It's just like, put your head between your legs and just kiss your ass goodbye, guys. How long do you think before we start having to go and do air raid drills again?
Right.
It's gonna be. You gotta find a old. I swear, I'll be driving, like going home. Like sometimes I go through the city sometimes, and I be looking at old ass elementary schools, and I be like, they on a hill. I bet there's a fucking bunker under that school. When was that school built? I'm dead serious.
The Red Dawn scenario.
Yep.
Red Dawn scenario out here.
Rudy with the $9.99 super chat. I appreciate it, Rudy. He said when faggotry, oh goodness gracious, here you go. When faggotry and war is all you export, your time is over. Thanks, Joe Nicholslick. Yeah, that's all we got, yo. That's all we got. We got guys with the zest in their voice, and they with the broken wrist and all that other stuff, and everybody want pronouns this and pronouns that. Even our military capping for that nonsense. But we supposed to think that, oh yeah, we're the military might, United States. No, they're like, get out of here. Get out of here. So I'm telling you guys, this was going to happen, right? This is off topic. I noticed a couple things.
What's up?
So HJ got a couple of terms, and Super Zest Monster came from somebody in the chat from like the Griff Report. Super Zest Monster is going to start to fly on Twitter. That's one word that's about to start flying. I saw Ashley Sinclair go, which way Western man? I saw that already. That's going to start to grow legs. And what's the other one he said? What did he say? Not educated Negroes. What do you call them? What did he say? Institutional Negroes. What? I forgot. Whatever it was, that shit gonna fly. That shit gonna ride too. I forgot what he said. He said he hate, like, I forgot. Not institutional Negroes. What did he say? Whatever he said.
We say things like the boule and paper on the wall and a couple other things.
Emmanuel said Super Zest Monster is nasty work.
It is. I like that one too. like that. If that's your description of somebody, they just walk in with like glitter flying off of them. You know what I'm saying? They just super zest monsters.
Super zest monsters. Oh,
they sit down in a puff of rainbow glitter. You know what I'm saying? Like
they can't even.
You just like, hey, he's beyond just zesty. He's super zest monster.
They fart and be like.
They tried to work on a unicorn.
Oh my goodness gracious, yo! It's them right here.
Thailand.
Happy gay month, cause you know you gay and stuff.
Okay.
I still ain't put that in my soundboard yet. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh,
This
man.
all we
Happy
got.
gay month, cause you know you gay and stuff.
Okay,
Oh my gosh, yo. But if it wasn't that, right, that that we need to draw attention to with Putin, you got the eight Afghanis or whatever they are, ISIS people from Turkestan.
Was it 8 of them that they caught?
It was 8. They caught 8. That's 8 that they caught. We don't know how many more is in here who came in during the fray. Now all of a sudden they want to make it be like, oh look, we're catching them now that we're cracking down on the border, and it's like, no. I'm sure those are just 8 you caught. They just wasn't slick enough.
There was 8 patsies. It was 8 low key, no official membership, no card carrying, respectable member of the clique, and that's what they got them. They're serving up the weakest links. That's what they did. Serve up the weakest links.
Yeah, the A team already here. They just sent a couple subs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that sounds about right. The A team is already here.
Hey yo, head over to X and get my man Protocol to 1K followers on X. Yo,
He needs 8 followers.
That's it. Get him to 8, yo.
Protocol.
I'm going to clip that shit. I'm clipping it, y'all. Happy gay month because you gay and stuff. That shit is hilarious. Every time I see some zesty shit, that's what's going to get played through the soundboard.
We have more to look forward to, especially this month. Good night.
Oh my gosh,
this
yo!
is the Strong Dad June out here, celebrating the strong fatherhood.
I dropped the ball. I should have re-released my Strong Dad T-shirts. I didn't do it.
Oh shoot!
It might not be too late.
Slipping up on your grifting up.
Yeah, I might throw the Strong Dad shirts out next week, guys. Get yourselves one. My man DMW got one. DMW got a shirt last year. Yeah. Who else got a shirt? Jimmy Doss got one last year too.
I always watch DMW in the morning.
Pretty sure Jimmy got
when he's riding through in New York.
A word?
The DMW's channel, he always riding through New York, and he just live chats and stuff like that.
We gotta get DMW. We gotta get DMW out there, yo, and get him getting some interviews from these homegrown terrorists that's out here in these streets doing all these protests. Yo, stuff in the building said only 8 out of millions.
8 out of millions.
Oh man.
What was those papers? The Verona papers back in the day said that there was thousands of agents that were double agents that worked for both the KGB and for the different alphabet agencies here in the U.S. So you can only imagine what they've been able to pull since those times, because that was back in the 50s and 60s.
Right.
So we don't know we know that it keeps coming up, like so-and-so is married to this Chinese spy, and so-and-so is married, flirting with this, you know what I'm saying? And then, what's his name? Veritas. They've been having all those pillow talk people coming through and spilling their guts constantly.
Yeah, you ain't lying about that. They definitely do. I still don't get how they be getting them, yo. I still don't get how they be getting them, bro.
They're just that starved for attention.
Oh my gosh, yo! Like I just don't understand. And I said it on Tim Pool when we was talking. When I was on Tim Pool, I was like, yo, they ain't got no life. And when some hot girls start asking them about some, they just go nuclear.
Or when some super zest monster pull up on them.
It's like, you should be like, check please. I don't know. Why are you asking me about, like, you supposed to be on a date? You asked me about my job.
Yeah.
But that's all they got going for them.
They're like with the lapel forward. Can you speak clearly into my neck?
They just blatant with it. Like, so hold on. Can you say what you said? And it's just like, but they be so pressed up, and that's all they got going for them, yo. That's all they got going for them. So they just be the power, the PUSSY.
Yeah, I guess it's like the situation out here, because, like all these people that say that they can't find anyone to match up with, the social anxiety cues, I guess, that all these people are developing, where they're afraid to tell people hello or hi or any of that nonsense, It's like the perfect storm when the stupid 19 hit. everyone got used to doing everything through the computer, where they can't go outside and touch grass any longer, or they can't walk up to a fellow human being and act human-like. They forgot they're losing their humanity.
Yeah, exactly what it is, bro.
Everyone is losing their humanity, and that's what you see people doing with that story out of Florida the other day too. It's a little along the same topics though, but the lady called up, and she always orders her Walmart and stuff like that to her neighborhood, but her neighborhood is in a dangerous spot. It's what's that spot called? Point Blank or whatever it was called in Florida. Oh. Someone in the chat will probably know. But the delivery driver came over there just to deliver the food from Walmart, and they lit him up. Killed him. A man just out trying to feed for himself and his family, and he's not out here in these streets or anything. He's just pulling up with their Walmart order, and they light him up, and he's out the game. Because there's people out here that don't go out, that have lost their humanity to the point where they see someone else in their area and want to light them up. Or you see other people don't even want to come outside. They want to do everything through Amazon and through Uber and all this other stuff, all so they can avoid everyone.
Yeah, I need a big fucking tip for me to come through certain neighborhoods if that's the case. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, people, if you know that your neighborhood is like that, and you're putting everyone in risk if you bring in somebody over into your neighborhood,
right?
That's also jacked up too. In my mind, I would think. Let me think about myself. Would I be out delivering in my neighborhood if it's that wild?
Facts.
Or no? Or would I want my sister or my brother delivering in this neighborhood if it's that wild? You got to put but that's what I'm saying. The people have they're losing their humanity day by day.
And it's going to get, that's what's going to happen. People going to get smart. They're going to get hip. You know what I mean? And those, they're going to start to avoid them neighborhoods.
It's dangerous out here in these streets when it's like that. And then the worse inflation gets, and the worse these prices of everything gets, from the groceries to the gas to how much when you go to spots and they want you to tip like the 20% extra, and we don't have it because our pockets are all hurting right now. That's when you're going to see more and more people are just going to continue to, to lash out. And it's not even directly, it's like you could just be out somewhere and then you see other people lashing out over every little thing. And that's where you have an increase in the crime statistics, because we went from all being locked and cooped into the house and angry over that to now we're all outside and the situation is in America that's plummeting financially and economically and socially. And so there's a real degradation to our society right now that we're facing.
Bruh. It make me sad, Joe. I be having faith sometimes, and then sometimes it's like I got no faith. I be feeling black pill like shit. I be feeling black pill like a mug, yo. Period.
That's why we always say, what? Keep your head on the swivel.
Keep your head on the swivel, guys. Profile and keep you alive. Y'all heard me say it. Profile and keep you alive. Make what you will of it with that statement. I'm just telling you, profile and keep you alive. Let's see. There we go. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Deal with something. Joe Beer said the football team positions and analogy of the left and right is getting stolen for sure. Oh, I guarantee it. I guarantee they don't care no more. They need content, so they come and steal our shit. Montoya says
they come to steal our stuff.
Yeah, that's all they do. That's the psychological part of it, not that economical and economic part of it. What up, Psych Tyson in the building? It gets worse before it gets worse. Oh man, Michael Malice says always stay white pilled because the black means you've given up. Yeah, I'm trying to stay on it. We done covered Patrice O'Neal on here so many times, guys. Patrice O'Neal used to talk that talk, man.
This is definitely a Patrice O'Neal appreciation channel over here.
All day. I don't know how many times I done covered some
Hyped him up.
Yeah, I don't know.
Never forget Patrice O'Neal.
That's where I got They Them the Collective from. I got it from him. When you hear me say They Them the Collective, I got it from Patrice O'Neal because he said like his segments on Opie and Anthony was just spot on and they were fantastic. You know what I mean? So like Patrice O'Neal was telling it how it is. Like you could see his transition because he was social justice-y and then all of a sudden, boom, he turned the corner.
Well, people that stand on business or stand on their morality, stand 10 toes down, that's really hard to find. So is loyalty, and loyalty and trust and those things. And so a lot of that stuff that Patrice O'Neal talked about were those type of factors that we have to think about. It's like they say, like the ego versus the super ego, and how these things, you know, are not just transmissions of people, but also like the chemical that takes place in the mind. Whether you're thinking about the dopamine hit that people get from social media, when people are lacking those interpersonal skills, like someone also in the chat mentioned, then how do they convey that in the real world? You know, how they separate these fake personalities and personas that people want to take on and then display, you know, hiding behind screen names and stuff like that on the internet to something in real life that's more tangible and more real. And it seems like it's harder for them to turn that on and off.
Yeah, I mean, you see it now with this girl that they pushing, right? Like you can see the op from a mile away, right? This is not her.
Which girl?
The Lily White.
Oh,
that's not her.
Yeah.
She's grifting.
There you go. That's what we're saying. And Patrice O'Neal, he would hit on that. George Carlin would hit on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, going back, maybe Marcus Garvey when you read some of the work, and then you see what they did to Bob Marley. And did you get to watch that movie, by the way?
I started to watch it today, but then I went outside and cut the grass.
It's pretty decent.
I ain't watched it yet.
It's pretty decent.
Cause I remember I watched a documentary a while back on what happened. I thought he got killed in a shootout, yo. But allegedly that wasn't the case. I could have swore he got killed in a shootout in Jamaica. Like they walked, not even a shootout, they just walked in and just murked everybody in the house. That's what I remember. But anyway. So let's see. You see this shit? This is getting. I told you guys, Summer of Love 2.0 is right around the corner. I don't know where the false flag gonna come from, but there's one gonna come from. You know what I mean? Emmanuel says Lily White looks like she's been in a few movies that featured a bunch of niggas. It said Lily White got blacked. I don't know, it's just, but you could just see it a mile away. I was scrolling. I was told HJ on this channel. I was just scrolling, looking for like news and stuff to talk about. And it was on Monday, and I seen her video, and I kept seeing it. So I'm like, why do people keep retweeting this? So I click on it, and then I watch it, and I go, she and then I just keep going. I just kept scrolling, But you got the black folk that's super outraged on it, giving her. It's like the Strauss-Kahn effect. Super outraged, giving her the momentum that she wants. And then you got these dumbass red whites and red wokes, you know, sticking their fucking foot in their mouth. You guys pushing this shit. You putting the N-word all over your Twitter, right? Just incriminating yourselves like dumbasses. But then you're gonna fucking get to November and you guys are gonna go, what happened to the black support? Who the fuck want to support that? Who want to support that? Like, did it bother me that she said it? No, because it just doesn't bother me. But you know, you can't sit here and go, why does it bother you? It fucking bothers people. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah, it's
now, should we still be getting outraged over that shit? No, but I can't speak for other people. But what I can tell you is y'all dummies just stuck your Jake Shields, you just stuck your fucking foot in your mouth. Leonardo Joni, you just stuck your fucking foot in your mouth. Who else? There's a slew of people just hard R all over the place. Cause y'all let a op embolden you, Trust
Yeah,
and
why
believe.
would
She
they-
is from the Democratic think tank. She is from the DNC think tank.
In an election year too.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
you got to take the power away from the word? No, that's not how that shit work. Y'all want black support, and y'all
Right.
dumbasses just knocked yourselves 10 steps back.
It's that uni party. It's that uni party out here because every time they start winning, look, you saw them start winning when they were doing the
They always
when Trump came to the Bronx and things, right? You saw the winning. You saw the polls start to go up. You saw people start to say, I saw a couple different channels, and they were talking about throwing support. Some people were like, listen, I never voted. I don't believe in all that. This election, I'm voting Donald Trump. We need that orange man back. And that's like the stuff that you know that kind of message, that anti-establishment message that really he's a popularist president speaks to. And that's what you would want to see. And the minute that stuff kind of happens, along comes the crazy section of the GOP to be like, we're out here to say the N-word. It's like, oh, Lord have mercy. Here we go. Here we go. For what? You start scoring and then all of a sudden you self-sabotage yourself and fumble the ball.
The funny part is the Hodge twins, they disappointed me, Joe. They disappointed me.
The Hodge twins?
They disappointed me with this.
Get the game.
Cause they sitting there, they done booked her, they co-signing her and simping and shit. I'm like, yo, y'all don't see the play? Y'all don't see the play? She had a sabotage. It's crazy as shit. They waited for a white girl to come out and say the N-word.
It's like
They waited for a white girl to come out to say the N-word like it was okay, like Ollie Ollie oxen free. And everybody come out of the woodwork and I'm like, yo, y'all just made yourself, y'all dummies, y'all look like
Stupid.
closeted racists now.
it's also the same way when you saw people.
Optics look crazy.
You saw people during the Stupid 19 where the Hoteps and the theorists were out here saying, no, this is how it goes. But you sat there and you waited for the guy in the white coat to tell you how it goes.
Right, exactly.
When you can't trust him from Adam.
Trust the white girl.
That's what they did. They wait. It's like the same thing. You're waiting for the white coats to show up.
They lost their head chasing a piece of tail is what they did. Now everybody want to have her on the show for what? What is she proving? She don't even have a message. She ain't got a message. She's a pretty white girl that says some shock jock shit, and now everybody out here showing their hand like idiots. And then black folks, and it's not even like street niggas that's like mad. It's the educated black folks. What H they call them again, y'all? University blacks. That's gonna take off. They the ones that are, and it's like most black folk don't give a fuck that much. But they know what they see. We not gonna show the outrage, but we're gonna be like, oh, well, all right, cool. I see how y'all really rock. That's how that shit work. You peep game and then you move accordingly, and that's what we're gonna start to see a lot of. You know what I mean? And it's crazy, and people don't see that. Like this is mind-boggling to me that I saw it immediately. I seen it immediately. Like I literally scrolled. I was like, "Why is he on my page so much on my home screen or whatever?" And I clicked on it, and I watched it, and then I said, "She and I kept going." It's nuts to me. It's crazy to me, and they don't see it. They don't see that they just expose their hand. And I'm not saying that the people that they might be racist, they might not. Who gives a fuck? I don't care. All I know is you dumbasses is out here for a fucking flash in the pan, bitch. And now that shit permanent on your fucking Twitter. That shit it lives forever. Go ahead, try to delete it. I'm sure you can pull that shit up. I guarantee everybody of note who fucking co-sign that shit and using N-word in their fucking on their Twitter. I guarantee somebody done screenshot that shit. And then all of a sudden, I lost my job. She just so happened to be hired by a black company. Mm-hmm. Really? Y'all don't see that? Like, come on. And then we ain't heard nothing from the owner of it. We just seen like a press release or what's the name? A drafted letter. We didn't know the shit real. She got fired for using. No, you can't do that. I get it. I heard white boys use the N-word with other white boys. Whatever. That's what they do. I've heard white boys use the N-word with black dudes. I don't co-sign it. But the dudes that they were calling the N-word to in endearment, they was cool with it. So I'm like, well, why would I get offended on behalf of them if they not offended about it? You feel
it's
me?
like
but
characters like, what is it, DJ Khaled and Fat Joe?
yeah, they get to say that shit. My fucking, you know what I mean? I never understood
They'll
that
be like,
shit.
they're a part of the culture.
And I'm gonna take it a step further. What's yo from South Africa? The not South Africa. What is his name? Golly, I can't think of his name now.
Elon Musk?
No.
you bringing up South Africa. I'm trying to think of an African. Elon Musk.
I can't think of his name now. I ain't like his music anyway.
But you ain't like his music. Who was it?
I'm trying to think of who it is, yo.
Wasn't Lupe?
No, he from Africa, but like
Beanie Man, Elephant Man.
No. He from somebody help me out here.
I don't know who you talking about. But I wish I knew. Wyclef.
No, he from Haiti. I can't think of his name, y'all. My brain been crazy. I need to get me some. I need to start taking flow more often, y'all. My brain been fucking shot.
Okay.
I don't like his music. I just thought about it. But French Montana can say nigga. I'm like, how this nigga can say nigga?
French Montana. Okay.
Like, no.
French Montana.
But regardless, it's like
he's a Moroccan rapper, though.
Yeah, Morocco.
I was trying to
like
think
Tyson
of
said
people
Harry
from
Belafonte.
I'm trying to think of people from South Africa.
But it's like, and even that, I'm like, whatever. Right.
Spots.
Even that, I'm like, whatever. You know what I mean? And I just like, it don't matter to me that much. But at the same time, it's like, the problem is not the fact that she said the shit. It's still kind of an issue, but it's not the fact she said it. It's the fact that she did it to get a negative reaction out of black people, and then turn around in her next tweet and go, she used them as puppets to get what she needed to get. Thank you, black people, for being good puppets, or whatever the fuck she said.
Who said that? The
same chick? Yeah.
Oh. That's some.
It's crazy.
That sounds like it came out of Langley, though.
It legit. All her shit do. That's nasty work. And I hope she don't end up on the stage at the Trump rally, because he's gonna fucking torpedo himself if he put her up there. Hopefully he's smart enough to see the op, or somebody legit like, yo, no, steer clear.
It seems to me like that dude has so many agents over there in his camp, though.
On Twitter, like, puppet is more derogatory. It's an insult.
You said what?
She said calling black people puppets is more derogatory. She said that's an insult. It's a straight
derogatory.
Insult. Yeah, that's along the lines when Joe Biden said that black people was a monolith. But these red wokes out here champion that shit. It's like what y'all? It's like a gotcha or one up. It's like, and I don't get why they think it is so cool. It's not fucking cool. And I don't know what it is that hypnotized y'all dumbasses. They silly as shit. I don't know what hypnotized them to think that it was cool. That's some Jedi mind trick shit. Even if you thought it was cool, you should have been like, yo, maybe I shouldn't put that shit on my fucking social media. When this shit die off, I'm gonna have that shit on my social media. You know what I mean? That's just what, and it's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. They're dumb. They're dumb. They're fucking dumb. She probably gonna turn out to be somebody's fucking daughter in somebody's office somewhere. And all of them gonna be sitting there looking stupid as shit. Or when it's all said and done and this election cycle's over and they, you know, because I remember when I was applying for the FBI, your boy applied for the FBI when I was coming out of school because I wanted to be an electronics engineer for them. And they was paying like $70,000 starting back in 2010, okay? You know what they did, Jay? They asked for all my social media. They asked for all my social media. Everything. Luckily, I wasn't talking like this back then. I was still kind of brainwashed back then.
Like, I love President Obama. Well,
No, I don't think I've ever said anything. I don't think I said anything. Yeah, I don't think I ever said anything political because I wasn't there yet. I ain't started getting into politics until like 2013, 2014. But you know what I mean?
Right.
You said her dad is on the board or something? I'm pretty sure. And I'm sure it's like some 6 degrees of separation shit. It's some 6 degrees of separation stuff. I guarantee it. She like the niece of somebody in Congress or somebody in some think tank. I'm telling you. She ain't that fucking smart. She not that smart to figure out the fucking grift like that. She got catapulted immediately. If she's smart enough to pull that shit off like that, then you know what? Salute to her. I'm telling you, she got a think tank behind her, and these dumbasses don't even understand that. Everybody chomping at the bit. Oh, let me get her on here. We gotta talk to her. What are you talking to her about? So, you prefer the R or the A? Like, what are you talking to her about? There's nothing to talk to her about. She a op, and you all just fell for it. Not the Hoteps, not the people in the chat. You know, y'all guys are fantastic. But that's it. She a op, and y'all all just fell for that shit. Hook, line, and sinker. Why was some random fucking white girl in the middle of nowhere, America? I don't know where she from. Make it okay for you guys to start just yelling out a derogatory term. Why would y'all think that'd be cool? Y'all just fucking squatted up. Y'all squatted up and thought y'all was good. Stupid. Now we see you for who you are. Or she made it okay for us to say some fucked up shit on the internet.
it's gonna come with that apology for a lot of the people, right? They're gonna do that. They're gonna do that routine. I'm a different person since then. I changed so much since then.
I got black friends. What are you talking about?
It's really gonna come down to all those especially if you're like those college kids. Remember a few years ago I think we covered that, didn't we? When those college kids were putting something crazy up on their signs.
Yeah.
And
that
for
shit
the prom dates.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
For the prom dates and for the what was that? They were outside and they were holding up signs that had derogatory stuff on it. I picked what was that boy put on his prom picture? I picked you like you ancestors picked cotton.
Yeah, I remember that shit. That shit was cringy.
I was like, what? Wait
a minute. And it was like it's crazy. Rudy, your boy was almost, I was putting sirens and lights and shit in squad cars, okay? There was a time where your boy, I was always been in shape. I've always been fucking smart. So I used to watch that, remember that U.S. Marshal show used to come on? It was like on, I forgot, on A&E or something like that. And they'd be hunting motherfuckers down.
One with Steven Seagal and Shaquille O'Neal?
No, this was a reality show. I used to legit be like, yo, I'm built for hunting motherfuckers down. I'm built for hunting people down. I'm smart. I'm a critical thinker.
Dog the bounty hunter.
I'm smart. I'm a critical thinker. My anxiety won't let me let some shit go until I figure the shit out. I'm good with my hands, and I'm sure I could figure out some shit and catch motherfuckers. So I was like, I want to be a marshal, or I was going to go with the DEA, or let me get into the government. So I was like, all right, after I get my engineering degree, I'm gonna go do some shit for the FBI, and them motherfuckers turned me down. They said that I showed sensitivity on have I committed any criminal acts. And when I looked at the list of criminal acts, which was some hating as shit, I ain't never did no shit like this. Right? And I'm like, I ain't never did nothing crazy. I spent my entire life not going to jail so I could get a job like this. Right? And all that for y'all motherfuckers to tell me that I was lying about some shit. You could pull my record and see that I've never went to jail. So I was like, whatever, fuck it. I'm plan B. You know what I mean? But I'm happy I didn't go in. happy I didn't go in. I'm happy I didn't start hunting people down. Cause that's what I wanted to do. I wanted to hunt people, yo. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'd have been good at that shit. I'd have been a good slave catch out this bitch.
Cannon just went full Uncle Hotep on us.
Don't get the hoses, I got him. I'd have figured that shit out. My brain would have calculated that shit. I know where he at. I'm gonna go get that nigga. Oh my gosh, I'm dead serious, yo. And I just didn't go that route. Didn't go that route. You know what I mean? Oh man, that is funny. They checked. Yeah, see, he worked at the embassy. They checked all his socials. He know what I'm talking about. My man don't know what I'm talking about. They don't
Manuel
play,
out there mixing drinks for Kamala.
Rudy said you a cyborg.
Why are you calling me a cyborg for?
He is not a real human. I don't know. Because you like data. You just know everything. You just got it in your head. It's just there. You just fucking pull it from like a memory bank and just boom, it's right there.
I need to keep taking. I take what is that? Fish oil and something else. I take fish oil, vitamin D, taurine, different stuff like that. And I try to so that I can keep track of all the stuff I studied. You know who studies a lot is Ronan.
Where's Ronan he does. He studies a whole lot.
I feel like Ronan overstudies. I want to tell you, Ronan be like studying so much. He be getting into way too many topics at once. To where it's like, I think you have overstudied at this point in time, my friend.
That is hilarious.
I checked this. I was watching this couple of his topics out lately. Listen to it. He'll go from talking about Reddit to midichlorians to something else. The habitat of the nesting crow. You know, be like, what the heck, Ronan? But he tried to tie it all back together. So shout out to Ronan.
One thing about me, I'm not risking it all for no pogs. I ain't risking it all for no chick. Hey, Rudy, I was like 22, 23. I was just trying to make a living. I had a daughter that just got here. I needed to make sure I had a good career. And I was like, I'm gonna go be a slave catcher.
Oh Lord, have mercy. This was almost the Uncle Hotep of the part 2.0.
Is the N word pushed out to see pushed out to us just to see if we all can work out derogatory words to galvanize our society? No. That is not what they're using it for. On its face, it's what they're trying to make the argument about. And that's
I thought they were trying to make it that we need to bring in free speech absolutism.
That's what they're trying to say.
But
and that's the illusion. That's the
scapegoat.
Yeah.
That's like what they're trying to pull, but that's not really it. It's too what I don't know. The people falling for stupid, but they're falling for the being petty, childish. I would say. The main thing of it is like what we're saying though is like this is gonna stick in your social media. Yeah. This will come back to haunt you later. This is also like there's a change in like get into the dynamics of where America is heading right now and where it's gonna be heading in 2060, which is around the corner. Well, most of us here will be alive still then for 2060, where kids are gonna be going through that kind of thing. The demographics are rapidly changing as we're letting millions of migrants into this country. That entire shift is happening right now that we're seeing, and a lot of these white families, we're starting to see a shift away where their population is beginning to dwindle, just like we're seeing it in Japan. Their population is beginning to dwindle. Japan
paying dudes to lay the pipe on their women. What?
Yeah, they're calling them. They got a hey, Nick Cannon ASAP. Bring him to Japan.
Oh boy. Oh my gosh, that is you talk about pogs. That is the black man's dream right there. Move over pogs. They going for the Japanese chicks. Straight up.
And they're gonna have to get through young Pharaoh, who's the general of Japan.
You see this, yo? Check this out. This your boy right here. This is when I was 20. How old was I? Like 23 or 24. I don't remember how old I was. Look right there. You see me right there? You see me?
Excuse me.
All right. Look. All right. That's when I graduated. Okay.
And he ran over there to the feds and said, "Hi, feds.
Look how big
Can
I
I
was.
be one
Look
of
how
you?"
much bigger I was than everybody in the class.
And they were I'll tell you what it was. They were intimidated. What was the name of the dude that started running around doing a rampage on all those police? What was his name again? They thought she was going to pull one of them numbers.
I can't remember what you talking about.
You remember that he had the manifesto and everything. He was like, there were deceitful people in the department.
Oh, I forgot. Dorner, Chris Dorner.
Oh yeah, that's it. I think right.
I heard that story. Wow, we need to do a deep dive on that.
Chris Dorner. That's exactly who it was.
LL Cool J looking dude.
They thought that Cannon was gonna be the next Chris Dorner. They said, heck no, this man will wipe out half of us. I got in from watching. I want to ask the chat this. I want to see what the chat says.
Social merit is definitely my downfall. I guarantee if I tried to apply for the FBI today, they wouldn't even let me in the fucking gate. Turn him around right now. I'm on somebody's list. I guarantee it. Go ahead, Jay.
I texted Cannon earlier and I told him I'm at the theater. I'm at the IMAX checking out Bad Boys 4, right? And you can go watch it tomorrow. You're gonna like it. There's a character in there named Reggie.
Oh yeah,
I guess he's been in the series the whole time, hasn't he?
Yeah, he was the boyfriend.
The boy. Was he the young man that came to the door? And he was
like,
like,
you look 30. You look 30. Yeah,
he's a man. He's a scene stiller, and you're gonna find out when you watch it tomorrow.
Well, somebody already fucking ruined it on Instagram. I was scrolling through Instagram and somebody they didn't have the scene. They didn't have the scene, but they had the cookout. So I already know what's about to happen. Like, why would somebody post that?
Well, hopefully, there's a couple s'cenes with Reggie in there, so you're gonna really love these scenes because he steals the show.
Is Bad Boys?
Armand,
go ahead.
You say what?
Okay.
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
No. I was gonna say, is Bad Boys like the new Lethal Weapon?
Is it? I don't know. It was a fun ride.
I'm gonna check it out.
It was better than part. I'll say better than the first one, and maybe better than the first one and better than the third one, I guess. But anyway, so let me ask you and the chat this. I go to the IMAX. My wife and I. There's your 2 tickets. Large drink, large soda.
All right.
The large size popcorn. How much did it cost me?
$60.
Let's see what the chat said. How much do you think that cost me, chat? What you
I'm
got?
gonna say $60. Only because I know when I take my kids, I spend like $60 on the tickets, and I spend another $100 at the concession stand.
You said what?
Yeah, I spend like $100 at the concession because, like, my kid, I want a Frosty or a Slurpee, and I want this candy, and I want some popcorn. I got 2 kids, and then my wife, and then me. It's 4 people. I gotta pay for tickets, and then I gotta pay for the concession. This shit cost me like $100, y'all.
See, y'all be forgetting. Where do I stay?
He in Oklahoma too, so.
Look, right, I want to pull it up. It's on my phone too.
$45. He spent $45.
Nah, never. I have him.
Jay a part of the Stub Club. Jay probably got discounts off the Yin Yang. He probably was free.
It was not even that. I wish though. That would have been nice. Anyway, I was gonna pull it up on my phone, but you probably wouldn't be able to see it anyhow. But $19.50. $19.50.
That's it.
That's it.
I wish.
This is Oklahoma, and I could have got it for a whole lot less if I went to, instead of watching it in the big IMAX. We got the big IMAX. I could have went down like to the neighborhood.
How much is your IMAX ticket?
Huh?
How much is the ticket for IMAX?
$8, I think.
Damn, it's $14 for my IMAX. $14.95 for my IMAX.
And that's on the week. That's on the weekdays. If you catch them on a Tuesday, it's like $5.
Damn. See, no, it's $11 for matinee, and then after matinee is $14.95.
You gotta catch them. So, I mean, the price but the price is adjusted like also to the cost of living out here in Oklahoma is way less than everyone else's states. So when I tell you guys these different prices out here in Oklahoma, some of you in the chat are already here in Oklahoma, so you know what I'm talking about. But everyone else is like, that sounds like Fantasyland. And they'll throw up caps in the Jabari will throw up a cap.
I just know
I'm not capping.
Yo.
I even told because like I told you, I'll be like, look, these houses are only $2,000.
Yo, it's like $14 for a large drink. No, I'm
we
lying.
would.
It's
Nah,
like,
we would never.
It's $10 for a large drink.
If we went to the
Popcorn, another $10.
heck no. Plus, we have like the neighborhood theaters, the little small neighborhood theater. I don't know if y'all have that there,
I
but
should pull up my Stubbs Club just so you can see how much it would cost me to do it. I should.
you could go to the neighborhood theater and pay like your ticket will be like $2-3 for your ticket for the get in, and then like $1 or $1.50 for your candy, and maybe you go to the Dollar General and sneak you some extra Skittles in or some Rolos. I like Rolos.
Psych Tyson said that's 1999 movie price. That's exactly what it is. Jay paying 1990. Jay live in a time capsule. Jay paying
Oklahoma
1999
prices. And when you come out here and you see that you come out here and you see these smaller towns and you see the different stuff, like our cost of living is down because our wages are pretty low out here too.
Right.
Our wages are really low in Oklahoma. So that's one of the benefits out here is that the prices are low. Because if it was like the crazy prices y'all are talking about, we could never go to the cinema like that. I wouldn't be able to.
Really?
I couldn't do it.
Interesting. I'm telling you, like, it's expensive. A date night is we going to the movies tomorrow. So I go to a new cinema now. It's called Warehouse Cinema. You ever heard of it, Emmanuel? It's called Warehouse Cinema, right? It's got a beer wall and a wine wall. It's got good bar food. Like the I don't know what kind of sound system they're using, but it's fantastic. The seats are so plush, you might fall asleep in the middle of the movie. It's so fantastic, and it's still like they don't like charge you crazy prices for the movies, but it's still expensive. Like AMC here, like I said, if I go to AMC tomorrow, it's going to cost me $30 just for the tickets. All right, just for 2 tickets. Then 2 sodas is going to cost me another $20. She like goobers, so that's going to cost me another like $5 for some goobers. Actually, no, my wife be savvy. She gonna be like, let's go to Five and Below and just sneak the candy in. So I might get in there on the cheap, but I gotta get nachos. The nachos gonna cost me another $10.
You gotta bring in your. She got the theater purse.
Yeah, but she'll go to Five and
purses?
she'll go to. Oh yeah, but she like, my wife is like, she be like candy. She like, all right, we can go to Five and Below and get the candy, but she ain't about to sneak in no meals. Like, I tried one time I tried to get it to like, oh, let's go to one movie and sneak into another. No, we gotta pay for it. I'm like, oh, you no fun. Jabari says,
you gotta do some illegal stuff with your Christian wife. That's a miserable scenario, Ken.
Okay, Jabari with the $10 super chat. What up, Jabari? He says, Cannon, you got 3 people with you that can carry 2 drinks, a bag of popcorn each. If it's winter, you can sneak in a fast food meal. My pops was too cheap for that, so I learned from him, always bring food. Yeah, I got you, but like, I don't know, I'll be lazy. I'll be feeling like doing all that running around, so I just like, fuck it. But at the same time, it's expensive, yo. Like, I remember back in the day when I was a kid, my aunt used to pull this move, right? So we used to go to this movie theaters, Marley Station Mall. We used to go to the theater there, United Artists Theater, right? So this is what they would do. They would have us ahead of time walk up to the box office, and we would crouch down in front of the box office because they couldn't see us, right?
Yeah.
So then my aunt and them would pay for the 2 tickets because they ripped the tickets right there. So they pay for the 2 tickets, but they never seen us down there. And then it'd be 4 of us in the movie, me, my sister, my aunt, my uncle. It'd be 4 of us in the movie for 2 people. They did it every single time. Every single time. Until I think somebody got caught doing it, and then they started ripping the tickets right before you go into the movie theater. Like right
That's
at the
old school.
Yeah, that's what they used to do back in the day. You know what I mean? Either that or I was a certain age. Because once they started get hip to that, I had to make sure I was a certain age. When we get up here, you 9. Oh man, Rudy said he said it's a gut shot. Me and Emmanuel was about to become feds. I'm like, yo, I was 23.
Oh, and Emmanuel.
Emmanuel about to be with the IRS. You know, he an accountant. Okay. But I was 23. I ain't know what I know now. I just knew that they came to my school and they was like, yeah, we starting out at like 70, and I'm like, All right, I was going where the money reside. Where the money reside, where the money reside. I was like, this would be an easy way in, and I can go start hunting people down, maybe eventually. But, you know, then I read Behold a Pale Horse, and it was, yeah. I mean, I was still trying to get in the Fed. I was starting to wake up after I read Behold a Pale Horse. I was still trying to get in, and then, yeah, there's no way I get in today. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. They might arrest me just for the audacity.
They say, "Oh, you think you slick?" They might have to tase you a little bit. I'd hate to see it, kid.
They might arrest me for the audacity.
They throw you in the paddy wagon and drive around with you for a little bit on all the bumps.
How dare you? How dare you come in here? What is wrong? No. Lock his ass up for the weekend and just let him out. Just to teach him a lesson.
just on a GP.
Psych Tyson said his kids is 3 years younger when they at the Chinese buffet. Mandatory. See, my son, he'll tell on me. My son, but Daddy, I'm 10. Like, shut up. Because he's take everything so literally. He'll be like, but I'm not 10. But I'm not 9. Like, yo, kids 9 and under, you free, son. You're 9. He done told on me before. I don't even try no more because he just too honest. He don't know he don't understand the nuance of things. I'm still trying to teach him.
But like, Daddy, that's not right. Daddy, that's not right.
Oh man. All I know is it's a fun time. But I'm going to go see Bad Boys tomorrow. Even though somebody on Instagram kind of ruined some shit. But it's still, I'm sure still. I heard it was a good movie anyway. I'm gonna go check it out.
You know what?
I think Kid Gravity gave it a good review too. So I'm gonna go check it out. Yeah.
You know what I like? It's just gonna go see the movie or watch the movies sight unseen. Like I don't even like to mess with the description of movies most of the time. I didn't see no commercials or trailers for Bad Boys 4. To be honest with you, I didn't watch none. And then I just checking it out sight unseen. And the one I'm super excited for next month, man, Beverly Hills Cop Part 4. Really? I can't wait.
I'm waiting for Deadpool. Deadpool comes out in July, right?
Are you like the Marvel stuff?
Yeah, Deadpool. I think it's done really well. So
that's what's up.
See that, and they're gonna have Wolverine in the blue and yellow suit. I gotta check that out.
Yeah, that look dope. I will be right back. I'll be right back. I know I always say I'll be right back. That come up in my. I will be right back though. Hold up.
Jay gonna walk out on me. He gonna walk out on me and leave me the check. Oh man,
he got you with the whole buffet plate going.
He out
me and Cannon is gonna head to what's that place I keep talking about with you?
We going to Chuck and Them's and we gonna leave with the check.
No, that was.
Go to the back porch and leave me with
back
the
porch.
check.
That's it. We going to the back porch and all the pogs come through, and then Cannon gonna be sitting there with all the nachos and all the other stuff. He'll be like, "Where Jay at?" He said, "I'll be right back." Sir, you're gonna have to pay for this. So you're gonna have to pay.
I don't know. I hope they don't kill Martin. I know that Jay ain't gonna spoil it, but they feel like they're gonna kill Martin. I hope not. We're gonna see what happens. I
don't have no spoilers at all ever. Like I told you, I used to work with that girl.
Yeah.
Shout out to this. I forgot her name at the moment, but she gave me a Star Wars clock. I got it over here in the corner, and I forgot her name. But she used to always be like, "Yo, did you see that movie yesterday?" I'd be like, "Oh, no, don't tell me any details, because you always trying to spoil it." She'd be like, "No, I promise it's not a spoiler." And I'll be like, "Why do I feel like you're about to spoil the whole thing?" She's like, "No, I swear it's not a spoiler. It's just that everybody dies in the end." I'll be like, "Oh, how is that not a spoiler?"
That's how it be, yo. It's hilarious. Oh my gosh. But anyway, let's do this. Let's get back to the action, guys. So check this nonsense out.
In the U.S. tonight here in New York City, authorities are describing that chilling anti-Semitic scene on the subway. Protesters asking, quote, Zionists to raise their hands and get off the train. Authorities say others defacing the home of a museum director who is Jewish. And tonight, the New York City mayor's warning about this hate. Here's Aaron Kotursky.
Tonight, this video shows a frightening moment on a New York City subway car when protesters demanded riders raise their hands if they're Zionists.
Raise your hands if you're a Zionist! Raise your hands if you're a Zionist! This is your chance to get out! This is your chance to get out!
Zesty is all get out.
Zionists for good.
The train held at Union Square for a police inspection. Officers in riot gear seen on the crowded platform. Protesters clashing with police. They had just come from a rally where the flags of terror groups Hamas and Hezbollah were waved, and others saying, "Long live October 7th." Protesters breaking through barriers, setting off smoke bombs and flares outside an exhibit remembering the victims of the October 7th Hamas attack on Israel. The Monday incident, part of an escalating series of provocations that go beyond protest and into what Mayor Eric Adams has called overt, unacceptable anti-Semitism.
I thought it was despicable. It was disgusting what we saw. And you cannot call for peace while you're celebrating what happened on October 7th.
And if they don't stop it, we're going to get our new lifeguards out there. And they're going to stop it.
And this morning, vandals threw red paint and posted a threatening sign at the home of the...
Back in the U.S. tonight.
Crazy, bro. he definitely is super zest monster, the one that was on that train. You could tell. Oh, man. Hey, yo, that's exactly. Oh, my gosh. But that's what's about to happen, guys. It's about to ramp up. I'm telling you. Summer Love 2.0 is here. Summer Love 2.0 is here. Just going to let you guys know that. It's fucked up. Like, I get it. And I know that, like, the powers that be in Israel, they pulled some nasty work when it came to October 7th, in my opinion. Because y'all know what my theory is on that. But that don't mean that all Jewish people is terrible people. You know what I mean? Like, the random Jewish person in whatever neighborhood, they just regular people going on about their life. So now you done turn the protest should be about the powers that be in that country who are doing what they're doing. Now you turning that shit on any and everybody who's Jewish. That's not cool. That is not cool. Cause now you just indiscriminately just threatening people. That's just crazy to me. But Summer Love 2.0 is coming, and we about to see some nonsense. You know, they've been throwing that word anti-Semitic around a lot. And they not placing that on the right people. That was anti-Semitic. If you ain't from around here, you need to get out. You know what I mean? That's what they did. That's what they did. Retards. And then his zesty ass don't realize if he went over to Palestine or to Iran or he went to Hamas, that they would have fucking strung his dumb ass high. He out here. What was it? What was it? Gays for Palestine or some shit? Oh my gosh, this is horse-shot powered lifeguard, y'all, is wild. Oh man, yeah. June is just a preview. July gonna pump all that shit off. July and August, watch. There's gonna be so much chaos going on next month, man. They slicing the demographics with hatred of all types to pop shit off to bring the boot down. It's simple, really. I agree. Yosef says exactly, it's their government, not regular people just here in America. It's the damn government, not the people. Yeah, and I even commended them last week. I commended them last week. I said, yo, they went to the White House with their fucking gripes. All right, that's what you're supposed to do. Take it to the state, take it to the White House, go to the front lawn, occupy the South Lawn or whatever the fuck it's called, and then boom. That's who you're supposed to take it to. Not impeding on the right to travel or your fellow Americans, people that's got to go to work. The average Jewish person in Brooklyn or wherever they at in New York, they ain't got shit to do with nothing over there. It's just easy pickings. That's all it is. And they all just, it's just most of them there for Instagram follow. Most of them don't want to smoke with the NYPD. But they gonna get it. They gonna get it. And they gonna think they're a part of something special, and you're not. When you look back on it, you can be like, I was a dumbass. It's ridiculous. Oh, rooftop parties. That's what they call them now. They call them rooftop parties. Oh, Lord have mercy. But this is what I'm talking about, guys. That chaos is like the birth pains is getting real close. Real close. Something gonna pop soon. That powder keg gonna blow. And these dummies, man, they don't get it. They being used. They're cannon fodder. They're being influenced heavily. For what? For an agenda. Exactly. What's up, Justine? They like being dumb. Bruh. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say no more. It's like I said, guys, just be prepared. Just be prepared. Our president is a space cadet. And he can't do shit. He can't do shit. Yeah, some mass shooting in Illinois, I guess it was. Dixon, Illinois. That's coming on the heels of that Go Safe Act that they trying to put out there, where any gas blowback rifle, which is all fucking rifles, semi-automatic rifles, has to be banned. They're not trying to retroactively do it, but they're like, oh, if you got don't worry if you got it already. It's just if going forward, it's going to be, it's like, all right, so if I need a new gas tube, if I need a new gas block, am I going to be able to get it? Or is that going to be illegal? Am I going to have the ATF knocking on my door if I need a new gas tube? It's just, like I said, there's so much chaos happening right now. So much chaos happening right now. And this shit right here, this is annoying because Hotep's been told you. Hotep's been told you. Check this out. What you want to call in, Jack? %, deaf, dumb, and blind. 10 got knowledge, and C, 5 have wisdom and live righteously. Get it now, want not later. That's true. That is true. This is the second time they put that shit on the floor. But you got a point. I need to go ahead and start ordering just some extra parts. That's the funny part, right? That was their whole reasoning for going into Waco. Y'all know that, right? That was their whole reasoning for going into Waco, which is crazy to me. The whole reason for going into Waco was because they ordered like replacement parts for their ARs. Are you back, Jay? My bad. They ordered replacement parts for their ARs. And they was like, oh, they got 4 auto kits. That's not what it was. It was replacement parts. And then they went and that was their pretense to go into Waco and do what they did. Look what they just did to Dexter Taylor in New York. ATF say you can manufacture your own gun as long as you don't intend to sell it. You can build your own gun as long as you don't intend to sell it. And look what they did to him. He got 25 years for something that he could legally do. They just want to make you defenseless and weak and dependent on the government, guys. Be ungovernable. Anyway, so check this out. And I know H.J. talked about this a couple days ago, but I didn't get to it yesterday. Breaking: 4 Democrat officials in Bridgeport, Connecticut have been charged and arrested for the mail-in ballot fraud committed in the city's primary election. City Councilman Alfredo Castillo, Vice Chair of Bridgeport's Democrat Party, Wanda Getter Pataki, and her last name's Pataki. Thought it was only like a movie last name. Were charged with election tampering. Two campaign workers, Nilsa and Josephine Edmonds, were charged with election fraud and unlawful possession of another person's ballot. So check this out. And we've seen this on 2000 Mules, right? Not to mention that we, you know, and not to mention that like we've seen this exact one. We've seen this exact thing. But you know, we already knew what was going on. We knew that it was messed up, and they just showing this for the local election. Them penny savers was used all throughout the national election. Let's not forget.
Save the election, like what Time Magazine said.
The shadow campaign that saved the 2020 election.
You're looking at it in real time, right?
In real time. I ain't even gonna pull up the article again. Y'all done pulled that article up so much. I'm gonna pull that article up since I've been on YouTube.
We gotta find out though. Did she get paid for this, or was she just a big old dummy? What's going on?
They said that they got paid. Remember? Well, I know the mules got paid. The mules got paid according to the movie.
Second drop. This is crazy because this is the same thing that we already saw. We saw this like you just said, the 2000 Mules, the thing that they called fake news.
Yeah, they called it fake news.
They said what wasn't really happening.
Right. Exactly.
And here we're seeing it again.
And let's not forget, like I said, I bring it up all the time. Look at the Gillum DeSantis race.
Yeah.
Look at Brenda Snipes.
They had mail trucks full of stuff coming.
Yeah, they had Hertz rental cars they full of ballots that they had just tossed. That was DeSantis's ballots. They tried this stuff back then. Was it 2018? I think it was. They tried it back then. They wanted DeSantis in so bad that they tried to literally steal it the same way they tried to do it in 2020. Well, they did it in 2020. All on cameras. And if you ain't seen 2000 Mules, I don't care what you think about the Nesta D'Souza. Go check out that documentary. Because they did their due diligence with it. And you can see what they did to take that, to Shanghai that shit. You'll see it. You'll see it.
Well, Scott Adams was asking the AI, the ChatGPT, how would they go about doing something like this?
Yo, that was wild. I'm at to clip that. I'm at to clip that and put it as a separate thing. But yeah, Scott Adams, go to his X, it's got to be still up. No, it might not be up there. Remember, it wouldn't let us play it. We kept trying to play it and it wouldn't go, and then I finally got it somehow. But like, anyway, so Scott Adams had a talk with like ChatGPT, and ChatGPT laid out the very scenario that we saw. Laid it out like but he put it in terms of a movie, like I'm doing a movie script. That's how he was able to get it to do it.
Get around what it says.
It was
explaining exactly how you do it, how you get away with it.
Right.
I don't know. When are they gonna say that it was all? When is it finally going to be safe to say all the different stuff that we went through all really did happen? When is that going to happen?
Well, my daughter got kids going to school.
When your daughter has kids
when
going to school.
my grandkids and then to school. And then it's like 60 years.
And then it's going to be the same ones. It's going to be the same ones that they're still with us. They're going to be like denying it. And they're going to be like, no, they're going to be like, oh, well, that's old news. Everybody knew that.
Yeah.
That's all they're going to say when all this stuff comes out. The stupid 19.
Yeah.
The Donnie T. Basically, let's see. The laptop was fake news. Now the laptop's real. With Hunter Biden's laptop, right? The diary was fake news. Now the diary is real.
Right. How many times the FBI going to verify that fucking laptop?
I don't know.
They did it like twice already. Everybody's like, oh, they finally verified. Like, they've been verified it.
Man, you know what laptop was crazy though, and they never got into it, was the John McCain laptop.
Oh yeah. What about Anthony Weiner? I heard. Remember that whole like Anthony Weiner laptop? They saw shit that made them cry.
Wow. They don't. There's like a pick and choose.
Then again, Jay, I don't know, because Time Magazine did say, hey, we stole it, but it was for your own good. So
Yeah,
he might do this
Time
shit right
Magazine
after
came
the
out there and said it.
election. Might do it right
But-
after the election.
I don't know. It's gonna be wild to see.
It's gonna be really wild. It's gonna be
And
really
then,
wild.
are we gonna in our lifetime, are we gonna live to see when they take these different characters they put up on a pedestal from the fake news media, like Dr. Faust, like Adam Schiff, and like all these other bozos that are liars and deceivers? Are we gonna see in our lifetime them having the stones cast at them even mentioning them would be similar to someone saying the name Goebbels or Stalin or something like that? Are we gonna see that
In our lifetime?
Mhm.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Because bit by bit their fake lying facade has been stripped away to where the different things they said, oh, that's fake news, or that didn't happen, and then it's later revealed no. And in fact, like what we're seeing with the medication, right? Mm-hmm. We're getting these reports that the 10%, just like we said back then, we said it, 10%. You put out the medication. There's going to be a certain percent that has the ill effects. You're going to see people that are no longer with us, and that's exactly what happened.
Yep.
But now that's confirmed though, and a lot of these medical journals, they're starting to confirm it, that we were right.
Yeah, but it's like they trying to do it quietly and all this other stuff. But I don't know, man. It just seemed like,
well, it's not like, I don't think like Hollywood's not going to make a Schindler's List over all this stuff though. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to like come out and say, hey, check this out. This is how things went. This is how they did us dirty, and you guys were all right. But they did come out and even say, like a couple of days ago, they were saying Trump is right. Trump was right about the Burisma stuff or whatever, the $1 million, the $2 million or whatever that Hunter Biden got from his foreign interference. So they're not even saying anything about the money laundering or the minors or the trafficking on those laptops. They're trying to get them over him waving around the gun. And like that was like the only thing, because that was like the only thing that the left was really on, because so many leftists are anti.
Yeah, they were so
2A anyway.
about the gun, the 2A shit, that they just look past everything else. It was like
everything else is like,
all the
that
rest
didn't
of that shit.
happen. That's more fake news.
Yeah, that's
right.
Russian disinformation. But the FBI just said this. I thought you didn't believe in the FBI. Like, shut the fuck.
And then, because if the laptop was fake, like you were just saying yesterday, and today it's real, and then today you're saying he shouldn't have had the gun. That's where the leftists are. It's really deranged mentality they have. That's the deranged left. None of that stuff makes any. It's not logical. It's not logical. Precision of the thoughts patterns. It's more like they're just always stuck in the super ego, and they're just always stuck with this biases that they have to foment, and they have to remain in their own echo chamber. It's weird.
Rudy said he don't think we're gonna see that shit
in our lifetime.
Yeah, he said no. Yosef said all of them need to be in jail. I don't disagree with you. Jack Green said Diddy did it.
Diddy did it.
Mayo says we'll see it in our life, but it won't ever feel vindication. Yeah, it's true.
Oh, that could be too. That's gonna I didn't have anyone like in my inner circle and my family, thankfully, or friendships where they pitted me against the nonsense ideology, and I had to like yell at them or like scold them or like try to direct them in the right path to take. Thankfully, I didn't go through that, but I know a lot of people did. I know you did, probably Cannon and Manuel, and probably a lot of you in the chat had to go through that. And that's one thing I feel like I dodged a bullet on that one. I didn't have to sit there with anybody and say, yo, please don't take that. Please don't. It's just going to wind up, My brother took it, and ever since he took the medication. Ever since he took the medication, he has had severe stomach issues. And he can't eat very much of anything. He has to watch if it has too much whatever in it. Like, he never had these issues before he took the medicine. And now he can barely eat anymore. But I was thinking, he's hard-headed. I was like, He knows what the stuff information was out there, and he put that upon himself to do it.
But why Rumble all jacked up?
Is it playing at all or not?
It was, but it don't look like it's playing no more. Like, I was wondering why we only had one. We got like one user. Like, it's all fucked up. It's playing. Like, I'm looking at, we've been running for an hour 43 minutes. I'm looking at, I don't know. Rumble just be acting up. I don't know what to do. Rumble.
Well, Emmanuel said he lost a bunch of his friends on Facebook.
Yeah, I lost some friends, but it's all good. But it's funny, right? Because some of them start coming back around because they start realizing that I was right.
They started coming back around.
They start realizing I was right.
No, I I guess in my city, because a lot of people that knew me were so, they were so slanted to do whatever the left was saying. They sit around, like I said earlier, and wait for the man in the white coat to tell them what to think. I knew a lot of people like that, but I never got into. They weren't close enough to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Acquaintances, work associates. Some of them I guess I'd say were my friends, but they all like. I don't have any of them in my life right now. None of them, and so I didn't have to go through that struggle of trying to convince them. So.
No, I feel you. Anyway, let's get to this last thing. I want to touch on a lighter note. Ted Theodore Logan says, those conspiracy theorists who believe there was some kind of crazy flood that buried buildings are out of their minds. Winky emoji. Check this shit out, Jay. So it looks like they uncovered some buildings below a house. I don't know where this is, but look at this. Got the excavator down there trying to see how far it goes back. Look at this. Come on, we already know. You see like Petra. You see Machu Picchu and all these other places that like it looked like they got buried in mud, right? Sediment and all that other stuff. So maybe a lot of the technology, maybe a lot of that shit is mud floods. Now, as far as Tartaria, I don't know. It's interesting. It's a lot of stuff that happened back in like the early 1900s and 1800s that, like the World's Fair, they had all that fancy stuff, and they don't do a lot of that stuff no more. It's really interesting. How come we don't got Zeppelins no more? That'd be cool. Because the Hindenburg blew up. That's why
Hindenburg blew up.
Boeing fucking up left and right.
The Hindenburg.
Boeing messing up left and right. That was the only one, yo. Jabari said Tartarian. Just like, why don't we have type vibes? See, Jabari know about the Tartarians, huh?
Why don't we have the water-based engines,
right?
Combustible engines, like the man that the
why
man.
Can't we run diesel on peanut oil like they used to? Telling you guys, a lot of that stuff has been erased. Telling you. Look at Chicago. Chicago is built on top of a whole nother city. Go look at the World's Fair shit and look like most of Chicago looked like Italy. It was mostly water. That's the crazy part. The Hindenburg is a real rabbit hole, Jabari says. You see, now he about to make me go down the Hindenburg rabbit hole. So I will. Oh, man. But anyway, you got anything else, Jay?
I feel like I did, and I forgot what it was. I know I was thinking, but it might have escaped me. I know I was going to tell you something. It'll come to me after we'll do the stream, so I have to catch up with it next time then.
That's all good. It's like Tyson says, Hindenburg was sabotaged to make the industry fail. It's like Futurama with New York. With New York. Yeah, exactly. Like Chicago was like mostly water. Like it looked like it now it's just like it's a city built on top of another city. I think San Francisco is another city built on top of another city. Who's the city?
Yeah, Manuel brought that up.
It's all over the place, y'all.
We said every major city had a great fire between 1850 to 1900.
Yeah, he just said. Yeah, exactly.
There's a Black Wall Street. When did that go? And you know what was crazy about Black Wall Street is it had like there was aerial war involved with it, where the National Guard or whoever launched those airplanes and started like firebombing that part of the city.
Yeah. Yep.
But it goes into it. I really think that it was done on purpose for like land grab.
Oh, yeah,
I really don't think that. I mean, it's such a convoluted story. We need to go over it sometime again, I guess. But they covered in that series, The Watchmen, right? Did you get to see that? I think it came out in 2018 or so.
Yeah, I watched The Watchmen.
And you got to see it then when they did they covered it a little bit, the Black Wall Street incident.
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, I vaguely remember it. I only watched The Watchmen like once.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Tulsa.
Yeah. But yeah, Yosef said, can't forget about our American history. Them folks flooded many cities and towns where our people live, killed so many. Yeah, I forgot that one where they flooded it and it's still a lake to this day. You go under the water, you see the whole goddamn town. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. I forgot what it was called though. Anyway, guys, that's all I got for you tonight. If you're new, hit the like, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification icon. It'll let you know when I got new content coming out. Share this stream, guys. Let people know we were live. You catching the replay, leave a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. I can use the constructive criticism. I don't know what happened on Rumble. Rumble just looked crazy as hell. Me and Jay looked like we were sad. We got some bad news. That's what that shit looked like right there. But maybe I'll try to do a replay later. I don't know why it's doing that. It's the second time in a row it did it. First time, remember the last time it just cut the stream completely. Remember we went to Rumble and we was talking about that girl that Jonah gave us from the Langley Files.
Oh, good night. Don't even mention
why
that.
Messing with this show. He's like, yeah, we can't let him be.
Jonah, get us on every watch list. I'm trying to take traveling trips, Jonah.
Yeah.
But are you still getting the engagement over there on the Twitter?
Yeah, it was something crazy as hell. You see it?
What'd you get?
I don't know if this is all bots or if Elon messing with us. 894 eyes. 894 ghosts watching us over on the after party on X.
You said there's 894 people.
Yeah, you don't see it? I got you. I got you onto the screen.
Oh, let me look.
894 people.
894.
Right.
Shout out to the 894 folks listening to
Ghost of
Cannon Hotep's After Party Russia Pulled Up
something.
segment. We appreciate you for coming through.
Yeah. Anyway, go over to my YouTube channel and hit subscribe. Gosh dang it. Oh man. Anyway, guys, until next time, it's Cannon Hotep saying, be blessed, stay strapped, don't miss, and don't worry about tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow got enough problems of his own. Worry about today. We holla at you.
Don't relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes. Niggas need to wake up. Niggas need to relax and take notes.